I'm going to randomize us 3 times. Once, twice, thrice. Always last.
Well, I hope to show you guys a tree today. This is one of my favorite decks.
Cool.
All right.
Who is it?
It is Falco Spara Pactweaver.
The shield counter one?
Yep.
Okay. Interesting. Is that other shield counter commander from the same like precon or something? Is that a precon commander?
This is not a precon commander. This was
Okay.
one of the five demon crime family lords, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't have like a shield icon, so it's not a commander from a commander deck. Yeah, the first
Wait,
hand has 0 lands.
Can you say that again? Well, I don't know about that. What shield icon?
Well, like if you look at Saruman, for example, you have in the corner here a shield, and in there is the ring, right? All of the commander.
Oh, you mean from the commander
symbols,
set? Okay,
yeah,
that doesn't
are-
necessarily mean that it's from a precon, like one of the face commanders from a precon. It just means it's from the commander set expansion.
Yeah, no, this
Yeah,
was part of the main set in New Capenna.
Yeah, but you're right, Lopan. I get what you're saying. Like it
Yeah.
couldn't
all the precon commanders have.
Yeah. It must be from the commander set. Yeah, got it.
Oh, this is a risky endeavor for this one. I think I'm going to keep it, though, just because the risk is worth the reward, I think.
Okay, second hand, hopefully with lands.
The sand is.
Yeah, that is lands. Probably more than I need, but I'll keep.
I suppose I'll keep too.
All right, is everybody ready to go then?
I believe so.
All
Good
right.
luck. Have fun.
Absolutely.
Good luck.
Never punished.
Surf
Nice.
City, can you set your command as well?
Oh, yes.
All right. I will begin with the Meticulous Archive. That'll come in tapped, and I'll surveil 1, and I will leave that on top, and I'll say go.
Double never punished.
I'll draw.
Exactly.
I'll play a command tower, and I'm going to pass.
Draw. Command tower. Pass.
Draw. No covered mountain. Tap 1 for a shadow spear. Pass.
Tap draw. I'll pay a white for a Judge's Familiar. It's flying 1/1. I can sacrifice it to counter an instant or sorcery spell unless its controller pays 1. I will play a tapped Rivendell as my land drop turn, and I will say go.
I'll draw. I'll play a mountain. I'll tap 2 red for power balance, and I will pass.
Cool.
I will draw. I will play a Simic Guildgate. Tapped, bouncing back this command tower. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I will have to discard.
We could see your hand there, Tats.
I guess I will discard a. Dang, it's rough. Dang, this is rough, man. Prime Speaker Zagana.
Just to give you a heads up, Tats, we could see your hand when you were all the way out here.
Yeah, at least part of it. I didn't really make out the cards, but.
Tap upkeep. Draw. We'll go Snow-covered mountain. Tap 2, and I'll plot this highway robbery. Pass.
Untap, draw a card. I'm going to play a very sad Besiju Who Endures as my land drop for the turn. Green, blue, and a white, and I will cast a Broker's Ascendancy.
All right. Trigger my power balance. Let's see if I have anything on top. It is a land, so nothing.
Sounds good. I will move to my end step. Actually, I could poke someone. Let's go around the table. Lapan, one at you.
I'll take one.
Sounds good. End step, trigger Brokers. I will put a counter on my bird, and I'll say go.
I will untap. I'll draw. And I'm just going to bounce the mountain for a Rakdos Canarium. And with that, there isn't really anything else I can do, so I will pass.
Cards in hand? Must be 7, huh?
7. Yep.
And okay, draw.
Since I played the power balance the time
Yeah.
before.
Play a command tower. Tap a green, blue, and a green for a Selvala, Heart of the Wilds. Pass.
Trigger another land, so nothing happens this round.
Alright. Then tap, upkeep, draw. Damn, I wish I had a creature. I guess I could cast this now. I'll try to draw into a creature. Is that worth it?
Depends on how much you want your Magecraft triggers, I guess.
Yeah, hang on one sec. Let me just... This deck's brand new. I just need to see if I even have any creatures.
Maybe it's all spells, yes.
I have like no creatures that are more than power 2, so that's not going to work anyway. I'll just play a Valakut, which will enter tapped. My Mountain's Lightning Bolt once I have 5. Pass.
All right, I will untap my real estate. I will draw a card. Let us play a snow-covered forest as my land drop for the turn. Then we've got white, blue, green, and one more. We will cast my commander, Falco, Spara, Pactweaver. So he will come in with a shield counter. I may look at the top card of my library at any time. I can cast spells by removing counters from my creatures in addition to paying their other costs.
Draw a card from Selvala.
I will draw a card from Selvala. Thank you. Yes. I will now look at the next card in line. That'll come in handy later, I imagine. Combat. Tats. 2 in the air at you, please.
Mm-hmm.
And then I shall move to my end step. Trigger Brokers. Doot and a doot. Go ahead.
I will untap. I'll draw. I'll play an island. Tap 4. Cast Saruman. And with that, I'm going to pass once again.
Untap, keep draw. I will play a forest. I will
My dice a little bigger.
tap 4 for my commander. And I will pass.
Okay, your commander is 4 CMC. I have 3 CMC on top. It's a Seekit Stupor.
So that can actually counter something on the stack. Or
Yes.
bounce it, rather. Like
Bounce
if you
it to
power
your
balance it.
So basically, it's Chalice the Void on 3, essentially.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Well, except it bounced to your hand instead.
Yeah.
Okay. Tap, upkeep, draw. Play a snow-covered mountain. I'll just cast my commander. And I'll pass.
You will draw a card from Shambhala.
Actually, not quite. Falco's the same size.
Yeah,
Has to
Falco
be
is a 4/4.
has to be bigger.
You're up.
All right, let's untap our goodies. And let's draw a card. And then Falco lets me look at the next card in line. Let us remove a counter from Judge's Familiar. Pay a white and a blue. We're going to cast a Watcher of the Spheres off the top of my library. Has flying, and my creature spells with flying cost me 1 less to cast. And whenever another creature with flying comes into play, it gets bigger until end of turn. Let's take a look at the next card in line.
Never seen that card.
I will play a Breeding Pool into play tapped. And then we're going to pay a green, and we're going to play a Sensei's Divining Top.
Mhm.
Seems good.
It is. Go to combat, surf, 2 at you. In the air.
Into.
Sounds good. Move to end step. Let's trigger brokers. And my turn's over.
I'll untap. I'll draw. I'm gonna play Polluted Delta as my land for turn. And I'll tap 3. And I'm going to cast Fall of Kandros. On cast, I'm gonna create a 3/3 orc. Then if a creature is dealt non-combat damage and it's higher than its toughness, or it's more than lethal, basically, then I mass Orcs X. X is the difference. And then I'm going to pass.
Untap, you draw.
What's the card called again? Sorry. Fall of.
Care Andros. C.
Thank you. I got it.
I'm gonna tap my Simic Growth Chamber for a green, and it's 2, a green and 1 for a Basking Brood Scale. That's gonna trigger Ezuri to give me an experience counter.
What's the mana cost?
It's a
2.
2. Okay, let's see. Mystic Remora. It's 1 on top.
Whenever 1 or more 1/1 counters are put on Basking Brood Scale, I may create a 0/1 Colorless Eldrazi spawn token with sacrifice this creature, add a basic colorless mana.
Nice.
Then I can 3, 4. Can I do anything? Yeah, I'm gonna tap a green and then Selvala for 3 green. Use 3 green for a Kodama of the West Tree.
In response, I'm going to correct the Polluted Delta before the power balance happens. Let's see if I can
Shuffling away Mystic?
I mean, everyone knows it's 1, right? So
I am going to go to my combat
know if
phase.
He'd still draw it. Well, hang on. Let him
let him
finish shuffling
do his
first.
power balance trigger.
Yep. I just got the Triumph.
Okay.
And I take 1 from cracking it. And then... Let's see. Do we have a 3? It is... Blasphemous Act. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. I don't think anyone will play a 9.
Oh, that's pretty good with Fall of Karandros.
It is.
Mhm.
Alright. I will put a 1/1 counter from Ezuri from the 1 experience counter on Brood Scale. And just make a 0/1 Eldrazi. This will be that. Triggering Ezuri again. Get another experience counter up to 2. And then I will just pass.
Okay, untap, upkeep, draw. Ooh. Cards in hand, everyone.
5.
5.
6.
Okay.
Trying to be a wheel.
Three.
It's probably Cheska's will. It's mono red.
Play another mountain. Pay 3. Cast Jessica's Will. I'm gonna hold priority, but I'll resolve the ASHLING trigger. So I discard a card and then draw a card. So I don't want to discard any of these, but whatever. I'll discard a Price of Progress and I'll draw a card. All right, and then I'll tap 2 and I'll cast Increasing Vengeance on Jessica's Will.
I will respond here.
Trigger ASHLING.
Yeah, trigger
You
ASHLING.
responding to ASHLING trigger?
Sure, why not? Yeah, top
Okay.
card. Okay. I'm gonna sacrifice my Judge's Familiar to counter the Jessica's Will unless you pay one more.
Sure. All right. And then ASHLING trigger, good to resolve?
The Jessica's Will, not the Increasing Vengeance.
Yeah, because
Oh,
if
you're
the Cheska's
oh.
will is gone, then the increasing
Yeah,
vengeance
yeah.
is no target.
Okay, gross. Well, I lose. Good play.
We
Cool.
take 2.
Everyone's creatures and faces take 2.
I will
Every
lose.
creature takes 2.
Yep,
Yes.
every creature takes 2.
Yeah, that dies.
Are there any that are just 1 toughness?
Both of these are 3 at least.
All mine are 1 toughness right now since everything took 2.
No, I mean the ones that died.
Oh,
Because I
nothing of
imagine
mine.
that
Nothing of mine died.
my Eldrazi spawn died.
Singular one. Okay, LMS one.
All right. Well, I guess I'll cast this Highway Robbery. Discarding. Ugh. That was so brutal. I'll discard Primal Amulet, and I'll make 4 red. And then I'll draw 2 cards, right? Yes. All right, I guess I'll use my 4 red. Sure, whatever. I'll play a Sulfim Mayhem Dominus. Well, actually, you're just gonna blast hack, maybe. Yeah. I'll instead play a Doubling Cube.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll pass.
And your turn, I'm going to spin the top. 1, 2, 3. Ugh, none of these are really helpful all that much. I guess we'll leave them in that order. I will then untap my stuff for my turn and draw a card.
I'm supposed to discard and draw on every cast.
Yes.
Sorry, I didn't do that. I'll just do it going forward, unless you guys want me to back up.
Nope.
Sorry, this is my first time playing this deck.
It's all good.
No problem.
Play a Prismatic Vista as my land drop for the turn. Don't particularly like that Blasphemous Sack, but I don't think I could really do much about it at the present moment.
If only you had a Judge's Familiar.
Well, it doesn't do a great job of countering Blasphemous Sacks.
Yeah, it's going to be very cheap when I cast.
Yeah, very cheap, yeah. I do have a plan, though. We're first going to pay 2 mana for a Felwar Stone. Okay. Let's squeak past the top card, shall we then? Let's pay 2, remove a counter from Falco. We're going to cast a Metallic Mimic off the top of my library. Take a look at the next card. That's right, that's there. Got any flyers over there, Lapon?
Nope.
All right, I've got a 4/4 flyer coming at you.
I will take my 4. I assume it's Falco, right?
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. Commander.
Yep. Let's see here. I'm gonna activate. No, I'm not. This is a hard choice. You know what? Here's what we're gonna do. We're going to activate top to draw a card and put top back on top of my library. I'll then pay 1, remove a counter from Watch of the Spheres to recast Sensei's Divining Top off the top of my library. Then I'll take a look at the next card. Very nice. After that, I am good to pass my turn.
I will untap.
Oh, I get a counter on all my guys again.
Yep. I'll draw. Okay, let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 creatures currently. Can you guys tell me the total toughness of your creatures?
2, 3, and 5.
2, 3, 5.
I have a
that's
3/3, a 3/3, a 2/3, and a 3/3.
10. Okay, 10 plus.
26.
Can you tell me the total number? 26. Okay. All right. Then I will cast it Blasphemous Act. On cast, I would amass 9, but
Hold on,
it's not
Pat.
enough to survive.
No.
Yeah. But I
So,
guess if you're reacting to the spell,
yeah,
I'll do
does the
amass.
orcs die then, or no? No, they
It
probably
would
don't.
die, and then I create a new one because
Okay.
it's exactly at 13.
Okay. Do I want that to happen?
Well, if you can prevent it, probably you don't want it to happen.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan, but it's honestly not the worst thing to have happen to me. Problem is that orc is going to get huge.
Yeah, it's gonna be a 100 for 104.
Okay, yeah. Let's crack our fetch land, go down to 37. Go find a basic plains. And since it's Prismatic Vista, it'll come in untapped. Let's try to delay the inevitable, I suppose. And I'm going to pay 2 white. It's reduced by 1 because of Watch of the Spheres. I'm going to attempt to flash in an Even Interrupter.
Even Interrupt, I think that bounces it to my hand, and I
No, so when it enters the battlefield, exile target spell, it becomes plotted. So you can cast it on a later turn as a sorcery.
Turn. Okay.
Yep. But spells you guys cast from exile or graveyard will cost you 2 more to cast.
Let's see. This should work though. I will tap 2 blue and 2 more. I'll let the red floating. Doesn't really matter. I'll play that thing into Stupor you guys know about to bounce your Even Interrupter to your hand.
From the stack, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Shoot. Okay.
That also makes my orc survive the Blasphemous Act. 1, 2, 3.
Oh joy. All right. Well, I tried.
Yep. Then I'll amass.
I'll activate Shadow Spear before I lose my mana.
I'll amass another 104, so it will be 120.
Pretty good.
He's 120, 120.
Yep.
God damn.
Saruman is in the command zone.
Only you had a Judge's Familiar.
Again, it wouldn't have mattered.
Yes,
I
it
had
would
one
have.
mana floating.
Yeah, he
Oh, you
had the
did?
mana.
Yeah,
Oh,
I have the bounce land.
damn.
Yeah.
I stand by my comment.
Summer, I'll hit you for 120.
Why did it have to be me? Ah!
Always take out the blue players first.
I'm not the only blue player here, though.
You're the only one who has played
Draw.
into action so far.
Play tap
Let's-
lane, gain a life. The only
Play
thing I'm
gold
going
or-
to do, unfortunately, is pay a blue and 1 to bounce your orc with a Cyclonic Rift.
That's not bad.
That's pretty good. It's back to
So,
being
Thank you.
2-0.
That's all I got.
Power balance.
Power balance, indeed. Nope.
I
3 mana.
pass.
Almost impossible.
Oh,
Untap.
I
Upkeep.
was supposed
Draw.
to get a life from my land.
Let's buy the commander here. Play terrain generator. Does this make any mana right now? 6 and then double. Oh. Man, doubling cube sucks. You need 7 mana to make 1. I'll pay for. Actually, whatever. I'll pay 5. Oh. Oh, yeah, I played a. Not a mountain. I'll play a Pyromancer's Goggles
Mhm.
and pass.
Mana rock. I see.
Yes.
Copy that spell, you may choose new tide. Not bad. I will draw. Let's play Sulfur Falls and this untapped. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I will replay Saruman. And I will pass.
Keep draw. Well,
Well, thanks for the game, even though it was cut way too short for me.
yeah.
that's-
Yeah.
I'm
fine.
just gonna
GG.
tap 5 because that's all I can do for a Colonian Hydra.
Okay.
Comes in with
It's
4
not bad.
+1 counters. And whenever he attacks, double the number of 1/1 counters on each creature I control, and he has trample.
Mhm.
I will say
Nice.
go.
I've got 7 mana on top. If that matters.
Untap upkeep. You have a 7 on top, you said?
Yeah, it's stick through time.
Oh, that's 8. Isn't it?
Oh yeah, it
an
is
8.
8. Yeah, either way, the 7 and 8 are both not very likely.
Sure. How big is Saruman? 2.5. That's pretty good.
Yep. You need 2 mountains.
Or do I?
Of 1 mountain and a damage doubler. Yeah. Should have thought about that, I guess.
Okay, I'll make 7.
Mhm.
And then I'll use 3 of the non-Pyromancer Goggle mana to doubling cube. So I'll have 8 now, 2
Okay.
of which is Pyromancer Goggles mana. So it does copy attributes. I'll play Solfim for 4,
Mhm.
and then I will play Snow Covered Mountain and I'll blast Saruman
Mhm.
for 6.
Sadly, cannot do anything about that.
Okay. I'm going to use one of this and the other 2. I'm going to cast Light Up the Stage for its regular cost, like a noob. So I'll exile the top 2. I can play them to the end of my next turn. Okay, it's a big score and a Scepter of Eternal Glory. Cannot play either of those. So, all right, I'll use the remaining one and one more to equip Shadow Spear. And I am hellbent presently. Pass.
All right, I will untap. Draw for turn. Let's see. I'll tap 3. I'm going to cast Glimpse the Impossible. I'll exile to top 3. I got a Force of Will, Orcish Bowmaster, and Case of the Ransacked Lab. If I play this, I didn't play my land drop yet, so let's do the Morphic Pool. I cannot do both. In that case, I'll just tap 2 blue. Well, first I gotta check how much I have in here. That doesn't work either. I'm too short of playing it for 2. Alright, then in that case, I'll just play the case, I guess. And I have 1 mana left, which I can do nothing with. So these 2 will go to the graveyard, and I'll make 2/0/1 Eldrazi. And then I will pass.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Two green. Bum bum bum. I will just green. 2, 2, 3. It's tapping out. Railway Brawler.
Assume hard casted.
Yep. Can't do anything else. I will go to combat. I think. Do I swing? Yeah, might as well. I will swing a 4/4 over at Surf City, but it's gonna be an 8/8 since it doubles my 1/1s with trample.
I will not block.
So 6, and then a 2, and then I say go.
All right. And tap upkeep, draw. All right, we can do some stuff. I guess we'll tap 7, 8, use 3 of it, going down to 5, and then I'll double to 10. I'll do 8 and 2 special from the Pyromancer goggles. So I'll use 1 of this and 3 of this to play big score. Well, actually, play my commander first. Yeah, that's not very good. I think we'll just have to go commander list this turn, unfortunately. But
Do you have cards in hand at the moment?
I have 1 card.
Okay. Yeah, because
One I
otherwise...
just drew. Yeah, I know. I already thought about that, but thank you. All right. Yeah, I'll cast the big score and I'll hold priority. If I flash this back and copy it, does the copy, I guess the copy is not cast from the graveyard, right?
Yeah, the copy. You're not casting a copy either way, so that's the point there. Unless it says
Okay.
specifically you cast a copy, you're not casting.
Okay. So I'll leave the Pyromancer Goggle mana up, but I'll use the other 5 to cast Increasing Vengeance from the graveyard, copying big score. So that one will make... Actually, so if I copy, it'll just get a single copy, I guess, right? I'll use the mana from the goggles. So I'll make 3 copies of it, is my understanding. Does that sound right?
Yeah, one from the goggles and one from Increasing Vengeance. Is that what you mean?
2 from Increasing Vengeance, because it was cast from the graveyard.
Ah.
So 3 total copies. So I'll resolve 4 big scores. I have to discard those additional cost. I'll discard this Palantir of Orthanc. And then I'll resolve 4 big scores. This will be exiled. Okay, so do you guys want me to do them one at a time, or should I just do...
I think just do them.
Okay, so draw 8 and make 8 treasures, yeah. Wow, pretty good. And I have 1 floating that's just regular red. Okay, that was pretty good. I'm going to play a mountain as land for turn. That will deal 6 damage to a target. Can I cast 2 spells? Not really. Alright, I'll shoot the Railway Brawler for 6.
I think its toughness is 5, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll get a 1/1.
Oh, that works on anyone's things.
Yep.
That's pretty cool. Okay. Tap 1. Use the 1 floating and crack 2 treasures going to 6 to play the Scepter. And I guess I'll send 5 at you, Tats. Or sorry, 6.
Yep.
Gain 6. And I will pass.
I'm going to untap, draw. Land for turn is going to be a mountain. I will tap 2 blue. Let's do these 2, I guess. I'm gonna cast Dig Through Time. It's reduced by 1, so I need to exile 5 things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I guess. I'll look at the top 7, and I can put 2 of them in my hand. 1,
So
2,
you only delved 5?
4, 5,
you said?
6, 7. Yeah, because it's reduced by 1 from the case.
Oh, I got it.
Yep. I'm gonna put probably these 2. Yeah, these 2 go in my hand. The rest on the bottom. Okay. How much mana? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I will spend 4 Let's do this. The 2 Eldrazi Scions. And this. I'll play a Stormkiln Artist. And then 2, 3, 4, reduced by 1. I'll cast Into the Time Vortex. It just says Cascade and Rebound. So I'll Cascade for 4 or less. On cast, I will get a treasure. And I get a Relic of Sauron.
It's pretty good.
Then I'll tap the Relic, play a Talisman. And that is all I can do. Pass. I think I missed a bunch of power balance triggers. I realize now.
Untap, keep draw. I guess. Do I have? Nah, it doesn't even matter, dude. I will just, yeah. Green and green. 2 for 4 for a Beast Whisper. Every cast a creature spell, draw a card.
It's what's the English name again?
Sundering Eruption.
Sundering Eruption. Yep.
I'll just go to combat and swing. It's an 8/8 over at Surf City, but will be a 16/16 with trample.
20.
And that'll be my turn.
All right. On end step, you have 2 mana up, Lappin?
Yeah. The treasure
What
and
is-
the talisman.
What is that? Oh, is that your orc army next to the Stormkiln?
Yep. It's a 1/1 orc
Okay.
army.
All right. On your end step tats, I'll pay 3 with the scepter and discard 2 to put an indestructible counter on Soulfim.
Mhm.
Discard Snow-Covered Mountain and Demolition Field. Any response, or is that good?
No response from me.
None.
Okay. Tap upkeep, draw. Interesting. Play Mountain. I'll bolt the Stormkiln Artist.
Mm-hmm.
Does your thing... It's only on opponent's creatures, right?
That's only opponents.
Okay. So on your upkeep, you're going to cast that Cascade thing, and then you'll Cascade into the spell that's on top if it's still there. Is that
Yes.
what should happen? Okay. All right. Let's see how much mana we can make here. It's a lot.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Just crack all these treasures. 19. So I've got 19 mana. 2 of this going to be colorless. Well, I can use the colorless on the cube activation, so it'll all be red. 19 minus 3 times 2 is 32. So I'll make 32 mana, or I'll do 30 plus 2 that are goggles. Okay, so I'm going to pay 6, going to 24. Actually, we'll do this first. We'll do 3 for a Berkey, God of Storytelling.
Okay. Trigger. I will target Valakut. So
Yep.
you can search for basic, have it entertained.
Okay, I will
And
do so.
only flyers can block this turn.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's the main reason why you usually cast it.
Yeah, I like that card. Okay. Got my mountain, Berkey in play. All right, now I will play my commanders. So cost 6, I'll go to 21, but then Berkey will give me +1. Oops. Play Ashling. Okay, I'm gonna pay. Well, I guess I'll pay 2, and I'll cast this.
You
Sorry?
casted your commander. I have a trigger. It's
Oh, yeah.
2 mana, Stormcatch Mentor.
Okay.
Just makes instant and sorcery is even cheaper.
Yep. Maybe I need to do this differently now. Who cares? You can have your mentor. I'll play an artist talent. On cast, I'll make a mana from Berkey and
I'll cast
Ashling
Mentor.
trigger. I'll discard a mountain and draw a card. Okay, and then cost 3 plus 3, 6 to level this up. Yeah, I'll level it up once and then twice if there are no responses.
No responses.
Okay. Yeah, 15. And this will be on level 3. So whenever I cast a non-creature, I may discard and draw. So just like Ashling's, but it's a may. And then my non-creature spells cost 1 less. And then my non-combat damage sources do +2. So I guess they get +2 and then double. Is that how it works? I can order
think
them
if I
whichever
remember
way.
correctly, it's the player affected that chooses the order.
Yeah, I know that's true for some things, but I know when you have 2 doublers out, they work in combination, even though they're both replacement effects. So I'm just not sure when that's true and when it's not. You know what I mean?
Maybe I can look it up real quick.
Yeah, if you
can just
could, I would
continue
appreciate
meanwhile.
it.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to cast a Ruby Medallion, which will cost 1 less, so I'll go down to 14. And, well, then I get refunded from Berkey. And then Ashling's trigger will go off. I'll discard a War Room, and I'll draw a card. And then Ashling's trigger will be on the stack, so we need to know.
Yeah. Well, at least Google says it's the affected player who gets to choose. If 2 or more replacement or prevention effects are attempting to modify blah blah blah, the affected object's controller or its owner, if it has no controller, or the affected player chooses one to apply, following the steps blah blah blah.
Mm. Okay. I know if you have like 2, like I said, if you have 2 doublers, those are both replacements. So I don't know why that works, but this wouldn't, I know it's true sometimes. I just wish I knew
I think
what the difference
times
was.
where you get to choose is when it's something that just affects you, like doubling your tokens, doubling mana, those kind
What
of
if
effects.
it's an effect that damages like 2 players like this?
I guess each of them would get to decide the damage that affects them.
Torbran. Hold on. Let's look at. I know Torbran is an example where it works the way you just read it, Labin. Like when you have Torbran and a doubler. So maybe that is because one is doubling and one is... Okay. Torbran and Furnace don't have triggers. They have static abilities. The player being affected chooses if 2 or more replacement effects. Don't have triggers, statics. Okay. All right, that's fine. So they're the same in this case. So whether you choose for it to be +2 or doubled doesn't matter. But I guess the point is they don't both apply. So it will deal 4 to everything. And I'm stupid and forgot to move my Shadow Spear first.
Okay. My 2 will die, but then I get a new 2/2 orc from his.
Maybe Swiss Spear dies.
Okay. Oh, annoying. All right, I'm gonna pay 1. I'll use the Goggles mana to get a copy, and I will cast Needle Drop.
Wouldn't it have been 6 damage though? Because
Why?
you double it and then the 2 apply. That's the way we.
Well, that's what I was asking.
Yeah, it's we get to choose the order. It doesn't mean that one of them disappears, right? But we can make it either 6 or 8. You know what I'm saying? Because you have a double and you have a +2.
Affected owner.
If you would choose it, you would
one
probably
to
choose
apply.
the
No, it's
+2.
choose 1 to apply.
1 to apply?
Yeah. That's the ruling I'm reading. 616.1e. 616.1. Affected player chooses 1 to apply. If 2 or more replacement or prevention effects are attempting to modify the way an event affects a player. Yeah, it sucks.
That's even worse than I thought.
Yeah. All right, cool. Well, I'm going to cast a Needle Drop targeting. It's going to do... Well, it's going to deal 2 because you guys will choose to have it doubled. So I'll do to your face, Lappin. And then it's going to get copied, and I'll do to your face tats. And then I have 2 ASHLING triggers and 1 artist talent trigger. Because the copy doesn't trigger the artist talent. So I'm going to do the ASHLING trigger first. So I'll discard a mountain, draw 1, and then the Needle Drop will draw me... Or sorry, I have all these triggers to resolve first. Oh my god, this deck's a headache. Well, I can draw from the Needle Drop trigger first. Okay, and then I'll discard Storm Splitter to the second ASHLING trigger, draw a card, and then I'll draw 1 from the copy, and I'll just decline the artist talent ones. Okay. Okay, I will cast a Throne of Eldraine for 5, aiming red. I'm gonna put 3 into the throne. Oh, do you want to do your trigger?
Oh, yeah.
5 mana.
5. It's 1 mana. Crash proof.
Oh, this costs 1 less, so I'll go to 8.
I guess Needle Drop would have been 1. Is it fine if I cast the Crash Through on Needle Drop? Yeah. Okay, then I will draw from Crash Through, and then this is the actual one. Mana Drain, 2 mana.
Oh no. Get 1 off Bergie. Activating Throne to draw, is it 2 or 3?
I think it's 2.
2. Draw 2. Alright, cast a Containment Construct. For 1, basically, because of the Bergie refund. Whenever I discard...
Mana Drain.
This?
I'll get, 2 colorless in my turn.
Yep. Damn, Power Balance doing work.
Yep.
I'll cast the One Ring for 3, and then be refunded 1.
Let's see, can I get my own One Ring off the top? No, it's saving zone.
Okay. Whew. I'll do the artist talent trigger, discard a mountain, draw a card. Okay, and then I'll tap the ring, draw a card.
Mhm.
Right. Guess I'll finally go to combat and
Nothing can block because nothing is flying.
gotcha. I'll send 5 over your way, Lappin.
Mhm.
Oh, I'm
Take
sorry,
5.
it's 6. I keep forgetting the +1 from.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep.
Cool. Cast a Braid of Fire. Go to 4, then +1. I'll discard River Saga, draw a card. All right, I'll pass there.
All right. I will untap. Let's see. This will trigger. I will cascade into Thieving Song. So I got 5 mana floating. I guess I'll decide what to do with that since it's only in my upkeep. This would cost me 8 if I wanted to do that. I think I'll just use 3 of them for the Relic of Sauron. So I'll draw 2 and then discard 1. I will discard a Swamp. And I'm going to use... no, I can't do anything with the 2. So the 2 will float away. So far I casted 2 instant or sorceries. Let's see if I can flip this turn. Land for turn is going to be Bojuka Bog targeting Surf City. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I will recast my commander. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8. Okay, that's the 3rd time. Then I will tap a blue. Reduced by 1, I'm going to snap solve him. Return him to your hand, I'll untap 2 lands. I will amass 2. That's my 3rd. Yeah, I already did that. And then I'll untap the Rakdos Canarium and the Command Tower. Next, I will move to combat. I will swing 4 at Tat, since that's the only one I can get through to. And second main, I dealt 4 damage to Tat, so this only costs me 2. I'll tap the Rakdos Canarium for a Blood-Soaked Insight. That's my 4th spell. Target opponent access the top 3 cards of the library, and your deck is the most similar to mine. Surf City, I'll get you top 3.
Sorry, what's happening? Blood-Soaked Insight? Exile
exile your
top
top 3.
3. Okay. Stormkilling Artist, Reflecting Swat, Double Vision. Jeez. Must be
Pretty
nice.
good. Especially the deflecting swat. Yeah, with that, I will move to my end step, and now the case is solved. So when I cast an instant or sorcery, I draw a card. And your turn, Tats.
I will draw. Play a tapped land. It gets 2 charge counters on it.
Should have been more specific. I think he was praying for a land, but not an untapped land.
I see.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Well, you still got that gigantic Hydra that can basically one-shot anyone.
Except me.
except to you.
I'm invisible.
Ah.
Well, regardless, someone is probably dying if I swing this.
Yeah.
It's going to be a 32-32 trample.
Yep.
Because that's all I can do, unfortunately. So. Yeah, that's literally all I can do, unfortunately. So I have to go to combat. So who would like a 32-32 trample?
I have
Nobody?
protection.
He's got
Through the ring.
protection.
Fuck,
Dang,
the fucking
LePen,
ring.
I have to swing at you, unfortunately. So 32-32 trample.
Yeah. I forgot about the protection, to be honest.
That's why I said I was invisible.
Yep. I don't think any of your spells can help me here. The double vision, I need a spell on the stack to even cast it, right?
That's an enchantment.
Ah, it's an enchantment. I see.
Yeah, deflecting swat's the only instant.
Yeah, and I cannot deflecting swat an attack, so I will die.
And then I will say go, and then I will die. So
Yes. Do you want to play it out?
no, not really. See, if this was an untapped land, I was just gonna do Bane of Progress.
Oh yeah.
And
that
then you
would've been
guys
bad
would
for
have
me.
been screwed, unfortunately. But yeah,
That's been pretty
I
good.
took out somebody. That's all I needed.
Nice. Good game.
Same. We all got to take out somebody.
I think I'm done with this deck.
Lol.
One
I'm
and
waiting-
done.
I'm
It's
waiting
one of
for
those
my
decks.
new deck to come. It's Bruna.
Storm
Alaba-
decks.
My Bruna
They are
Light
not
of
very well.
Alabaster's coming soon, hopefully.
Nice.